Yes, beautiful day, beautiful Monday, beautiful new week. Yeah, there's nothing much that I have to do. It's just a recap, tracking what I analyzed during the course of last week. Starting off of the dollar, we see price retracing back to our area of context. You know what I do according to the way I trade, the way I do my top to down analysis. I start from the highest time frame. I use institutional time frames for direction bias. First of all, I use monthly. For one thing, I use monthly for the direction bias. Then I have to scale down to the mid time frame, weekly, daily, to look for my context areas. These are specific key areas where I always take my narrative. Yes. Then lower time frames are always for entry. As I normally swing, I normally use H4 and H1 for my entries. The least time frame that I use for my entries is 15 minutes, if at all I get to use a H4 area of context. So starting on the DXY, it measures the strength of the United States dollar. Is evident. Yeah, we don't trade DXY. The reason why, because it has crazy spreads. Yes. So this is the indicator that I use. Yeah, I'm just using it as an indicator. Yes, to tell me where to go if I'm to trade other instruments. I use it as a device to navigate through other assets that I trade. Like we always said, monthly, like you see, monthly, like I always say, monthly, I just look for the direction bias, and the direction bias on my DXY, we bullish because of what we having. Yeah, because of the bullish structure that we have on monthly. But on monthly, I literally don't do market structure. I only look for candlestick science. Yeah, it tells much. So when we come to daily or monthly, you can simply see that the DXY has been pretty bullish, but for now it has been on a pullback, on a complex pullback. This sell is just a short-term sell. It's been a complex pullback towards the areas or the key levels where we're hoping to continue buying the DXY from. So when we come to the daily, like we said last week, we were expecting for price to continue dropping downside. So this is the context area that I have on the daily. I'm waiting for price to mitigate as it's doing towards this area of what context. This is the daily bearish fair value gap, a daily CB. A pullback to the daily fair value gap, then I'll scale down to one time frame if I'm to trade the DXY, of which I don't. I look for market maker sell model towards the daily what area of what demand. This is my anticipation, just like other weeks. So when I go to silver, let me start off with the daily. Silver, the most recent area of interest that I have, my context area, is this fair value gap. This is where I'm hoping to see price. I'm hoping to see price now tapping, then giving us a market maker buy model to the downside. To the upside, we have this buy side liquidity, and we have this area of what supply. So this is what I'm having for silver. So it's always a good thing to wait for price to give us a narrative. Let's have a narrative. that this is the area that we're hoping to see price mitigating towards, then how are we gonna be able to buy it off to the buy side liquidity? Yeah, so this will be our context area, the bullish fair value gap, and our first drawn liquidity will be this swing high, as you can see. Yes, so it's a matter of patience to wait for price to pull back. So gold already gold is already has tapped my context area, but if I go to 1 hour, I would need to look for further confirmations, because for me, I don't enter anything without getting existence or the presence of a fair value gap. You can see this is a low liquidity leg, so I'm still expecting for this low to be swept first, to be taken out. Since this is a low probability leg, we don't have any fair value gap in here. So I'm hoping for gold to first come again and take out this low, to use this swing low before it continues upside. Yes, because there's nowhere price is likely to buy off or from, to continue from. There's no fair value gap here. So this is the only area that we need to sweep first to see that gold continues to buy. So that's how things are. So when we come to, I'm holding Nasdaq. Yeah, we're still on a complex pullback, just like analyzed last week. Yes, Nasdaq we bullish. When we go on weekly, we're still within the weekly context area. You can see a weekly what? Yeah, but the fair value gap was already used on weekly, so we're just taking out the previous rejection low of the fair value of the candle, which invalidated the fair value gap. So hopefully are we likely to buy price off of this weekly area of demand, which is order block that we have. So let me go to H4 so that we can see it clearly. This is what we add on H4. We're still on a complex pullback. We're still selling. US oil, I'm buying. I've been waiting for this area of liquidity to be taken out. This, then price to mitigate towards this area of fair value gap. This is a bullish fair value gap. We are on H4. Then I'll be targeting this buy side liquidity, as you can see. US30, the same setup as Nasdaq. US30, we have our fair value gap. It overlaps with our what? Fair value area. So this is a beautiful entry area. Yes, so I'm hoping to see price dropping to the downside, ultimately taking out this order low. So Bitcoin, guys, I've been short. I entered on an inverted fair value gap on 1 hour on Friday. Price has been consolidated, but ultimately I'm waiting at least. Already we got the first confirmation. We got a bearish fair value gap here. You can see it here. I don't know if I can mark it. Yes, here. So this gives me an intentions of continuing to do what? To hold my shots. Yeah, no matter what. Yes, I'm hoping to see Bitcoin flashing to the downside. SP500, we're selling it off from the mitigation block, as you can see, hoping to see price continue to drop toward the downside. So this is what I had for today. Yeah, let the trade play out. Yes, if we get stopped out, let it be. Yes, so we just need to be patient, and we have to trust our methodology or our setups or our trading analysis. So have a blessed week. I'll again look at these pairs tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.